Active Valley News Live. We're taking we have some first alert weather days coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday as we're going to take a look at what could be the most impactful winter storm of the season, despite it being April. Now, here we are early in the day on Tuesday. That snow not yet here, but as we progress through the day, we're going to see that snow ramp up and be pretty heavy for the entire day on Tuesday. The heaviest stuff starting for folks in the south, but as we progress through the day, we're going to see that heavy band of snow move toward the north. And as we move into Wednesday, that's when we're going to start to see some mixed precipitation get thrown in there as well, especially for folks in the south as well as into Lakes Country. Now, throughout the day on Wednesday, we're going to continue seeing that very heavy snow and very strong winds. This is going to be a multiple day event, and it's not going to be fun. Now, as we move throughout the day on Wednesday into Wednesday evening, we're still going to be seeing very heavy snow and very strong winds. That snow will finally start to taper off as we move into Thursday, which means we could see a lot of accumulation with that snow. We could see the entire area pick up 8 or more inches of snow. Wherever you see the white, that's where we see the greatest risk of 8 or more inches. And, well, that's the whole viewing area. But currently here in Fargo, things are looking much nicer. We have clear skies, 26 degrees, winds out of the south-southeast at 14 miles per hour, which is enough to make it feel like it's 14 degrees out there. And looking at the satellite and radar, we have mostly clear skies for folks in the south. But as you move farther north, we're seeing more and more in the way of cloud cover and even some light snow showers making their way through northern Minnesota as well as just south of Devil's Lake. So that snow is going to continue progressing its way to the east, but right now those temperatures, most places are sitting in the 20s. Baudette still holding on to 30 and Oaks at 14 degrees for our cold spot. But as we continue through the evening and overnight, we're going to watch more of those clouds build. Temperatures are going to actually increase overnight as we bottom out right about 2 a.m. and then they'll shoot right back up as that south wind leading that precipitation that we're already seeing well to our west at about 4 o'clock. Here we are, but that precip is going to move its way into our area by around 7:30, which means morning could be pretty messy for folks trying to get out the door. Now, as we move through toward lunchtime, we're going to start to see more and more in the way of snow. It's still going to be pretty light for folks outside of the Northern Valley. That's where this snow is going to be pretty concentrated, especially to our west up in the Devil's Lake Basin and even farther west and north of there. But by the early afternoon, about 2:30, we're going to see a nice band of snow making its way through the area, and that's going to continue pushing up as that low pressure system swirls around the Devil's Lake Basin. And that's where we're going to see the heaviest of the snow pick up. But by the evening, we're going to see most places done with the snow, again, outside of the Northern Valley. That's where that snow is really going to be concentrated. So out to the west of the Devil's Lake Basin, that's where we're going to pick up the biggest amount of snow, about 2 to 5 inches there. But elsewhere, about a trace to maybe 1 inch as far south as about Fargo. Now, tomorrow morning, temperature's not all that bad, in the 20s for most and even some 30s on the board. And by the afternoon, we have a chance for some places to hit 40, including here in Fargo. It says 37, but if we get the right luck, we could hit 40. Bemidji hit 40 tomorrow as well. But this next week, we have a break before we get to that big winter storm on Tuesday and Wednesday. And after that, temperatures not looking too bad. We see a 37 on Saturday, Easter 36, and way off into the future, I see a 42 there on next Wednesday.
A 42.
And a break before the winter storm, a tease.
That's true.
Nice
We're looking
tease.
forward to it for sure. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim. After the break, we share the story of an all-female flight crew